This is Word of a Rebel, and every time that we are speaking about these credit situations, we are speaking about being economic rebels. We are speaking about overcoming those hurdles with knowledge, the knowledge that others have used to come out and make, thousands and even millions of dollars by using credit. So if you really want to advance economically speaking, you don't need to bust your ass trying to, save up money at your job, whether it be part-time or full-time, or whether you got 2 or 3 jobs. You don't have to do that necessarily to make money from money. Right now, what you're doing is you're making money from your wages, which is great. You need to do that because it's a good, solid foundation to begin with. But if you really want to grow wealth, working a job for wages is not going to grow wealth for you. That's what this segment is about. So, in this particular episode, we're going to talk about how to turn student loans into a benefit for your credit score. I know in the past, people know, like a couple of years back, I was very, very upset about student loans because my student loans were killing my credit score. On a personal story, that's why I'm doing this, because I want to share the knowledge that I learned that got my credit back right and got me into a situation to do the things that I'm doing now. My credit score had gotten low. I forget exactly how low it was, but my student loans were the biggest problem. So I kept telling everybody a few years back, the student loans are the devil, student loans are the devil. Well, you know what? After I said that, just like I do in every other part of my life, if I complain or rant about something, you better believe I'm going to take control of that situation and turn it around into my advantage. And that's exactly what I did. I went ahead and contacted the student loan servicers, which there's a website available that you can look up your student loan servicers on Google. In Google, just type in "where are my student loans?" ? And the website should come up where you can actually search for your student loan servicer, get their contact information. Then you go ahead and you call them. Call your student loan servicer. You may have 1, you may have 2. I hope you don't have 3, but even if you have 3, baby, just write those numbers down, okay? Go ahead and give them a call. All student loan service providers have to offer you income-based repayment plans, and they usually also have what's called a hardship repayment plan. See, the income-based repayment plans are based on your income and your expenses. So, if your expenses are almost all or more than your income is coming in every month, you can get your student loan payments reduced to $5. That's the minimum, $5 a month with each student loan servicer. The great thing about that is, once you get your student loan payment reduced to that small amount, start making those payments. You can get the, accelerated, sorry, apologize for the pause. I was trying to remember if it was escalated or accelerated. It's the accelerated repayment plan. Some service providers also offer that so that your credit score can get the benefits of good standing student loans within 6 months. So within 6 to 9 months, whether or not you get the accelerated repayment plan or not, you can get all of your student loans into good standing and get that big boost to your credit score. So why does that work? Well, something that everybody needs to know about credit, and I'll probably be repeating myself in several of these videos, but remember, credit is based on a couple of things. It's not just your payment history. It's also based on your credit habits, with each account, not just your payment history, but your credit habits. And it's also based on the age of your credit. So if you've already got student loans that are in default status or something like that, that's probably an old account. You've been having it a while. That credit age is a huge benefit to your credit score. Once you get all of those accounts into good standing, you get all of that good age of credit to hit your credit score and boost it. Also, the other good thing about student loan servicers, these are the people who will report. You won't have to check up on them. I still suggest that you do check up on them, of course. Never not check up on a creditor, but they will report. So you'll get those boosts to your score every time you make that little $5 payment, a little $10 payment on your student loans. It's the easiest and fastest way that I've found so far to get your credit score up is dealing with your student loan service providers. So go ahead and get that started. And how do you check up on your creditors? Very simple. CreditKarma.com. The website is definitely worth it. If you set up an account with CreditKarma.com, you will have access to see how your accounts are in standing and whatnot. And it's better than AnnualCreditReport.com because, as you know, annual only lets you see it like once a year. With CreditKarma.com, you can actually monitor all of the accounts on your report every week. You can get updates every week. You get the live feed, basically, as it would go over social media like Twitter or whatever. It's just your live feed, Facebook Live, it's your Credit Live. So go ahead and set up with creditkarma.com. Get the information for all of your service providers, and go ahead and start making those $5, $10 payments as you can every month. Make sure you make it monthly, and you will see that all those accounts will go into good standing. Also, within that time frame, you're establishing new credit habits. Remember what I said earlier? Your credit score is based on the age of your credit habits, and your payment history. So that's two of those major things that you're already boosting up. Plus, that third one, the payment history, is getting caught up. Even though you've probably got some other past dues and whatnot. We'll get to that in the next episode. But just remember that all of that together is boosting up your credit score. Honestly, that right there probably boosted my score, I think, between 60 to 70 points, and then the rest of it we'll talk about in the next episode. So get started, creditkarma.com. Look up your student loan service providers, set yourself up on the income-based repayment plan, and if possible, ask them for the hardship repayment plan so that your payments are as low as $5 a month. Peace, family. Get it going. Let's ride back the block. Let's get this economic advancement and grow wealth instead of working our asses off just to barely make ends meet. Peace. This has been Word of a Rebel.